And they're off for the Windsor Castle Stakes. Latham in the centre in a red jacket got a bright start with Ruby Notion, who's up there in the early part of the race as well. Silver Wings, meanwhile, is towards the far side, a little off the gallop with Dream Dreamer, as Ruby Notion blazes the trail over there from Nelsprit and Washington, D.C. Socialites, Red and Harvard Man and Latham and Steady Pace and Halsell and Star Region, Arene and Just Glamorous towards the centre off the gallop, Caledonian Gold. Aragorn Knight is making the best of his way home towards the near side as they already move on down towards the last quarter mile, being chased by Ravenho and Archimedes, and then Roll On Rory. Down now towards the last furlong and a half, and on the inside running rail, it's Ruby Notion who's got the overall advantage. Washington, D.C. is coming out of the pack with Sophie Aitken. Arene in the noseband. Steady Pace is also running on strongly as well. Washington, D.C. goes on. Arene, Steady Pace and Sophie Aitken are chasing. Washington, D.C. Arene is the final challenger. Washington, D.C. and Arene in a thrilling finish to the Windsor Castle.
All in. They're off. And the At the Races Phoenix Sprint Stakes, this Group 3 over 6, and showing speed over on the far side is Mr. Scarlet with Cougar Mountain. Right up in the centre is Kimberella, and Gordon Lord Byron is there in between horses. Near side is Intelligence Cross with Movie Star. Heading on their journey now with Kimberella and Declan McDonough just picking up a narrow advantage over Mr. Scarlet and Pat Smullen on the left. On the near side, the pink jacket of Intelligence Cross and Shamie Heffernan. In between horses is Gordon Lord Byron, being followed by Cougar Mountain, Movie Star, Currow picked next with Washington, D.C., Mr. Lupton and Cookery. Heading on just outside the two in the At the Races Phoenix Sprint Stakes, and spread across the track with Kimberella. On the near side is Gordon Lord Byron with Intelligence Cross. Far side is Mr. Scarlet with Cougar Mountain. Just in behind and waiting for the brakes is Washington, D.C., being followed by Movie Star. Racing now inside the final furlong, and they're spread from rail to rail. Intelligence Cross, Gordon Lord Byron, Cougar Mountain, Washington, D.C. on the near side with Movie Star. Driving finish, Washington D.C. gets up to win it.
Et les voilà partis pour les 1000 mètres du Qatar, prix de l'abbaye de Longchamp avec Finsbury Square, Kazakh vert et violet qui est bien parti à l'extérieur, comme le numéro 4 Kotei Glory qui vient à son intérieur, et puis le numéro 6 Eskimo Point, Kazakh bleu, blanc, rouge. On retrouve également le numéro 15 Mekaz Angel qui vient à la hauteur des premiers, accompagné par le tenant du titre, le numéro 3 Gold Dream, alors que Pierre-Charles Boudot-Ancel sur le numéro 10 Jets Glamorous est venu maintenant s'installer parmi les premiers, venant notamment avec le numéro 16 Portilly, le numéro 14 Marchand, ainsi que le numéro 9 Ferry Hurricane. Jazz Glamorous, le numéro 10 qui se lance le sprint de loin maintenant, mais Gold Dream qui vient à son extérieur, Portilly qui vient côté corde, Mekaz Angel qui refait du terrain, Profitable également, le numéro 11 qui tente maintenant de refaire du terrain, Mekaz Angel avec Profitable, le numéro 11 de plus en plus fort, et le numéro 14 Marsha, Finsbury Square, ou encore le numéro 7 Washington DC, de plus en plus vite à l'extérieur, Marshall 14 qui a pris le meilleur, Marsha devant Washington DC.
For the Armstrong Aggregates Temple Stakes, this Group 2 over the 5 furlongs. Catchy very quickly into strides. Leads up over Mrs. Gallagher and Just Glamorous. Catchy and Just Glamorous going over toward the far rail. The rest of them more towards the stand side, with down the centre there Mrs. Gallagher in front of Havana Grey, and then came Take Cover, Dr. Sardonicus and Batage. Then Encore Door and Muthmere, Washington DC. Further back through the field there with Mabs Cross as they're through halfway. Mrs. Gallagher down the centre. Catchy over on the far rail, chased by Just Glamorous. Then Havana Grey. Take Cover and Batage near side begins to loom up. Batage towards the near side. Catchy to the far side, split by the width of the track. Mrs. Gallagher in behind those with Havana Grey. It's Catchy over on the far side. Batage towards the near side. Little in it between the pair across the track. It's Catchy in front. Batage rallies well toward the line. Catchy and Batage ahead of Washington DC at the finish. Maybe just Batage getting up from Washington DC, and Catchy close up behind. Then Mabs Cross clear from Muthmere, Havana Grey, Dr. Sardonicus and Take Cover.
they're off and racing. Burst out of the stalls. Divine's pretty well away. Jungle Cat on the near side in company with Ajay and Finsbury Square. Take cover. Blasting down the centre of the racecourse. Leads a little cluster there that's made up of Muthmir. Also Gold Dreams in that group with Goken. And right on the far side, Spirit Court shows up well with Kotai Glory and Catchy. They're being tracked through at this stage by Line of Reason. Just towards the sole runner on the stand side now is Ajay as they make their way down towards halfway. Take cover, Catchy, Spirit Courts and Kotai Glory. They are the front quartet. Gold Dream travelling up pretty well. Eastern Angel a little bit off the pace, is trying to pick up. As now coming under pressure, Jungle Cat drops away. It's Take Cover, Catchy, Kotai Glory as they make their way over towards the far side of the racecourse. Spirit Courts, Pearl Secret trying to get through. Also Gold Dream. Marsha now being produced down the centre of the racecourse. Take Cover out in front. Washington DC, Gold Dream, Marsha and Eastern Angel. Take Cover's been in front just about the whole way and will last. It's Washington DC. Eastern Angel came home strongly. Gold Dream and Marsha.
And they're off and racing. Kotai Glory just stumbled leaving the stalls, fast away on the far side. Thesme chased by Alpha Delphine over there. On the stand side, Just Glamorous away quickly with Priceless. Gracious John, Royal Birth, Gold Dream chasing with Washington DC. At the back of that group, Marsha and the Black Cap, Kotai Glory and Catchy. Down the centre, Ornate in the red, white sash, blue cap, blazes the trail. Chased by Muthmir, Dancing Star further back, Kimberella on the far side as they race to the final quarter mile. Priceless, Just Glamorous with Ornate joining these towards this stand side. Gold Dream just in behind them, followed then by Gracious John. Marsha coming up the stand side with a great run now. Out very wide is Kimberella and Washington DC Unleashed, but Marsha on this near side taking it up. Washington DC, Gold Dream coming through, so too Priceless as they race up towards the line. Marsha and Washington DC from Gold Dream back in third, and Marsha gonna defy the Group 1 penalty and wins the Palace House. In second, Washington DC.
They're off. As they bounce away, Blood Moon in the centre with also Texali showing speed, and over towards the right is Only Mine. In the early stages, Blood Moon disputing the lead with Texali and Shrill Rota up on the outside. And these are followed by Miss Elizabeth. Just behind them is Washington DC as they race now towards the top of the hill. And going along, disputing the lead, Blood Moon with on the far side, Only Mine. On the near side is Shrill. Washington DC and Texali are just in behind. Diamond Fields not far off them, and towards the rail is Independence Day. Miss Elizabeth is on the outside. They're followed by Most Beautiful. Beginning to make the run now past the two, and Blood Moon is in the lead from Shrill. They're being followed by Washington DC, beginning a run between horses, and they're being followed by Only Mine, and Washington DC now goes to the front, being followed on the outside by Shrill. After the leader in the centre is Only Mine. Down the outside is Diamond Fields, but it is Washington DC and Shamie Heffernan about 3 in front. Diamond Fields on the near side of Only Mine. Most Beautiful 4, Shrill is 5.
And they're off. Breaking smartly in the centre, Texali with the yellow sleeves. R2Me in Washington DC towards the stand side, and over on the far side, Yulong Bebe is the early leader and settles down at a length advantage. Over in second spot, Spirit Court. Texali runs third, and they're followed by R2Me on the outside of Downforce. The green colours with Smash Williams chasing the leaders towards the far side. Washington DC tracking them towards the outer ahead of Primo Marek at the back. At the halfway stage, Yulong Baby on the inside with Spirit Courts alongside. R2Me, Texali driven along on the stand side. Inside him, Washington DC. Downforce trying to close, also trying to close is Primo Umo as they head to the furlong pole. R2Me with Washington DC challenging now stand side, and they go on from Spirit Course. Primo Umo running on. Washington DC on the stand side of R2Me, they fight it out. Primo Umo in third, and then Spirit Course. But as they go to the line, Washington DC narrowly.
They're off. Don't Want Triumphant, Restless, the light blue, he missed it a little bit, but Logout Island was the first one to get away from the gates. Orange Sleeve Jacket of Catchy runs in second position. They're 2 lengths ahead already from Washington DC, Laura Yocker and Illuminate in the green and yellow jacket. Quiet Reflection in yellow and white is 1 length behind those, so she's halfway down the field as they're going fast in front here. Catchy the orange sleeves towards the left. Shake El Jack in yellow is 1 from the left. The blue colours of Logout Island down the centre from Don Juan Triumphant, the light blue, who's making ground nearest to us, and then Larry Yocker in Washington DC, and then comes Quiet Reflection, and with those Illuminate, and then Dream Dubat at the rear of the field. They've only got 2 furlongs to go. Catchy in front with the orange sleeve jacket to Washington DC. Quiet Reflection trying to make progress. Don Juan Triumphant is there as well. Catchy is running around in front, comes towards the near side. Washington DC down the centre of the dark blue. Here's Quiet Reflection now, the yellow and white storming down. Catchy the near side rails, the blue jacket, Washington DC. Quiet Reflection comes through between the pair of them as they race towards the line. Quiet Reflection, she's done it, she won. Second place is tight between Catchy and Washington DC, and a wall of them back for 4th place.